Chapter 22.
Shuttle 37 down. Awaiting further orders.
Shuttle 37 acknowledged. Shut down all systems and prepare for unloading.
Got it. Control, this is my first cargo run. About how long until we'll be able to leave?
I suggest you make yourselves comfortable. Figure a couple of hours at the least.
Oh. Well, thanks. Maybe I'll take a nap. Let's just hope they haven't transferred Card off the ship. They haven't. The only danger is that they might have started the full treatment already. The full treatment? Their interrogation. Just about... there should do it. Out of the way of prying eyes. And you shouldn't hit anything vital. Right. It's okay. The lightsaber gives off enough light to see by. I'm more worried that the cable might have arced to the hangar deck. Get on with it. Don't forget to bevel it. A gaping hole in the ceiling would be a little too obvious for even conscripts to miss. Awfully quiet down here. It won't last. We need to get into some uniforms or flight suits or something before we go much farther. There should be a group of TIE pilot ready rooms down that way. What now? What do you think? Just tell me which room has the fewest people in it, and then get out of the way. I'll do the rest. Wait a minute. I think I can suppress their curiosity enough for me to walk in, take the flight suits, and leave. What if you can't? We'll have lost whatever surprise we would have had. It'll work. Get ready. Skywalker. Besides which, I doubt that even with surprise you can take out all three without any noise.
Give me regular reports, please. Right. Did someone tell you that? Negative. Do you know what's going on? Maybe it's another drill. No, we just haven't had any drills in a while. Fine by me. I hate drills. You seen that new BT-16? Yeah, some of the other guys been telling me about it. They say it's quite a thing to see. What was that? I have no idea. That's nothing. Outgassing. Don't worry about it.
Well, go ahead and get into it. I want to try and hold off their curiosity for another couple of minutes, until they've forgotten I was ever in there. Come on, come on! You can change on the way. You still want to do it this way? I don't think we've got any real choice. Han and I tried the frontal approach once on the Death Star. It wasn't exactly an unqualified success. Yes, but you didn't have access to the main computer then. We ought to be able to get him out before anyone realizes they've been had. Your access door's that way. I'll give you 3 minutes to get set. Even holding his breath, the stench hit him like a slap in the face. Whatever advancements the Empire might have made in the past few years, their shipboard garbage pits still smelled as bad as ever. With a muffled clang of heavy hydraulics, the walls began moving slowly toward each other. Getting into the detention level this way had been his idea, and he'd had to talk long and hard before Mara had been convinced. But now that he was actually here, and the walls were closing in on him, it suddenly didn't seem like nearly such a good idea anymore. If Mara couldn't adequately control the wall's movement, or if she was interrupted at her task, or if she gave in for just a few seconds to her hatred for him, Luke watched as the gap between the walls closed to 2 meters, then 1.5, then 1, and came to a shuddering halt, just under a meter apart. Taking a moment to catch his breath and get his bearings, he started up. If Mara's reading of the schedule had been right, he had about 5 minutes before the guard shift changed up there. The guard was changing, and for the next couple of minutes, both shifts would be in the control room. An ideal time, if he was quick, to slip a prisoner out from under their noses. The corridor was deserted. Luke glanced at the nearest cell number to orient himself and set off toward the one Mara had named.
I don't believe it.
Me either. You fit to travel?
Fit and ready. Fortunately, they're still in the softening up phase. Lack of food and sleep. You're familiar with the routine.
I've heard of it. We're going to rock chimney it down to the garbage masher. You ever done that before?
No, but I'm a quick study. The side of the Empire that tourists never see. How do we get out?
The door's right there. Mara's supposed to open the walls again in a couple of minutes and let us down.
What did she promise for your help in this?
Nothing. She just reminded me that I owed you one for not turning me over to the Imperials back on Merkur.
Indeed. No mention, either, of why the Grand Admiral wanted me in the first place.
I assumed it was in revenge for helping me escape. Is there more to it than that?
Let's just say that if we make it away from here, the New Republic stands to gain a great deal. Is Mara doing all of this?
She has an access code for the ship's computer.
Interesting. I gathered from all this that she had some past connection with the Empire.
Yes, she was. Car's on its way. He knows you didn't betray him. I didn't ask.
Where are we going?
We came in on a supply shuttle. We cut an exit hole in the lower hull, but we should have enough time to weld it airtight before they send us back to the surface. Where to? Pilot ready room 33129T.
Good evening, Captain. Is that the bridge deflector overhaul? Yes, sir. No problem so far. The cargo unloading down in FB2 is running ahead of schedule, too. Good. Have the Millennium Falcon transferred up to vehicle deep storage until we can find some use for it. Yes, sir. Oh, and there was one other strange report that came in a few minutes ago. A routine patrol on the supply base perimeter came across a skip-ray blast boat that had made a crash landing out there. A crash landing? Yes, sir. Its underside was in pretty bad shape, and the whole hull was scorched. Any bodies? No, sir. The only thing aboard, and this is the strange part, was an Islamir. No telling where it came from. Oh, there's telling, all right. Sound intruder alert, Captain. We have visitors aboard. Order an immediate check of Card's cell. If he's still there, he's to be moved immediately and put under direct stormtrooper guard. I want another guard ring put around the supply shuttles, and an immediate ID check begun of their crews. And then have the Chimera's main computer shut down. Shut down? Carry out your orders, Captain. You see, the only way for them to have known the Chimera's course and destination was for Mara Jade to have tapped into the computer when we brought her and Card aboard. Yes, Commander?
Comlink message from detention. The prisoner Talent Card is no longer in his cell.
Very well. Alert all units to begin a search of the area between detention and the aft hangar bays. Card is to be recaptured alive. As to his would-be rescuers, I want them also alive if possible. If not, I'll understand.